So today, everyone, we're going to be doing a predicted starting 11 for the 2020-21 season. Me and Lewis are back together. We haven't filmed together in about, well, 6 months?
Maybe in the whole year.
Yeah,
I don't even know. It's
like,
been time.
Like longer, I know.
Yeah, it's been mad, but a lot's changed.
Yeah, but at least we're back outside the bridge now, where we need to be. And hopefully we'll be able to go to the games very, very soon. Right, Lewis, should we get into our starting lineup?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, so we've tried to come up with the team that we think is half decent. I'm actually really excited about the team that we've come up with. I think it's really, really good. And we've had such a fantastic transfer window that it just makes everything much better. So, in goal then is going to be Kepa. We are doing a Kepa video, so look out for that one soon. We haven't yet signed an alternative. It doesn't look as if we're going to, which is a bit of a shame, personally, I feel. But he's really the only option, isn't he? I mean, Caballero, maybe, but I doubt they'll use him for the whole season.
Here's the thing, it's our only real hole in the team still, but there's still another month in the transfer window, so maybe we'll get a goalkeeper. Yeah. I'm hoping to see the same Kepa from his first season, because I'm not gonna lie, I've been trying to defend Kepa so many times throughout last season, and my Kepa agenda's taken the biggest beating of its life. I'm hoping for a different Kepa, but it's really just optimism at this point. Willy Caballero is also there as an option, but he's a bit rash, I'll be real. People are going to hype him up only because of how bad Kepa's been, but we really, if we can try and get a goalkeeper and try and get Mendy or anyone like that, please just get in someone, even if it's just competition. Yeah.
Okay, then we're going to go to our back four, which is quite exciting. Okay, so we're going to go on the right, but we're going to go between Dave and Reece James, aren't we?
Yeah.
Reece James has been featuring a lot lately. I'm not sure if I'm 100% sure that he has what it takes to be in the Chelsea first team, depending on...
Oh no, definitely.
You know what I mean? I think he still needs to gain a lot of experience before I think, yeah, he's our definite solid choice right back.
It all depends on how Reece James performs, I think. I think if Reece James has the better performances, Reece James will start with Azpilicueta because Lampard is going to prefer youth. Yeah. But we got good depth there. I will say that. They're both two quality right backs. Azpilicueta is good because he can play anywhere in that back four as well.
Not the best season last season, but
definitely he got better as the season progressed. I'd say Azpilicueta just maybe to start the season, but if Reece James starts having a good run of forms, I do think he'll start playing already.
Yeah, well, he played in the friendly against Brighton the other day.
Yeah, yeah.
So
good performance there as well.
Yeah. Okay, then we're going to go to our centre backs. We're going to go to Thiago Silva, aren't we? Who I'm so excited about. Do you know why I'm so excited about this one? Because he is a proven winner. Yeah. He's won, I think, 7 League One titles.
On the bounce, I think. Yeah. Actually, no, there was one season when one Kobe won it with all the rest.
Yeah. He's a really experienced centre back, and that's what we need. You know, we tried every scenario last season. Nothing seemed to really work. Although I actually quite like. I mean, before Christensen got out of favour, he had quite a good few games for Chelsea. Yeah. Then that sort of went to rubbish.
The story and then when of all of our centre backs.
Yeah, and then Zuma again, Rudiger. Injuries have obviously played a massive part, which is a massive shame. But you know, Silva needs to come in. He's the only one I can say has some real solid experience. No, he hasn't played in the Premier League, but I've seen the highlights of him on YouTube. I like to have a little look around and see how he's been doing, and he's insane.
Literally come in and he's already one of the top 3 centre-backs in the league.
Totally.
We talk about solidity, organisation, composure in defence. Thiago Silva is that and more. And age isn't even really that much of a factor because he looks after his body the same way Cristiano Ronaldo does. Yeah. So he could... PSG fans are saying he's like a newer version of Maldini, and the fact that he can last till he could probably last till he's about 40 or something. So I've got no worries about his age. I think his link up with who we're going to be talking about next is going to be key to how good we play defensively. But yeah, I'm so excited for Thiago Silva.
Totally. Then we're going to go with Zuma. I think he's probably the most realistic option to go in there. I loved Zuma before he injured himself. You see that? You know, what's it called when
the United one? It hurt.
One leg goes one. Yeah, let's put it that way. But either way, I think him alongside Silva would actually work quite well. One's very skilled and experienced, the other's very, very powerful. Yep. Zuma obviously needs somebody very experienced next to him. I think any of our centre backs would need that.
They'll all learn from him, and I think the thing with Kurt Zuma that's why I want him to start with Thiago Silva, is because if there's any issues with the English barrier, because he's still coming into a new country, Kurt Zouma's going to be the one to stop that because he understands French as well. They're both French speaking. We'll have Aspi and Kante around him as well, who also understand the French language. And yeah, defenders are going to learn a lot from him, but I'm also not really that worried about the English barrier because apparently Thiago Silva mastered French in 90 days, so English should be nothing for him.
Exactly. And then on the left, obviously, we're going to go with Ben Chilwell. I think Alonso will feature this season at some point, but I think we haven't gone in, you know, so... We didn't even rush it, but we were just very, very adamant that we signed Ben Chilwell. There were some questions around the fee. We seem to have lowered that, which is great because 80 million would have been an absolute mistake. You know, it's too much. But you know, one thing about Ben, is he the best left back in the world? No, but he does have Premier League experience. He's won the title with Leicester. You know, he's got a lot of, you know, he has medals under his belt, which is important. And he's a young English player. That's also another factor. You know, we're not keen on. That's why I'm surprised we signed Silva, because we're not really normally keen on signing players that are over the age of 30. But it comes a time when you just need somebody experienced in there to help the youth along. So Ben Chilwell is then in at the left. Then we're going to move further forward to the midfield. Let's start off with Kante.
Yeah.
Providing he stays fit the entire season, absolutely for me has to be a must. You know, there's some rumours about him leaving. I would never. I don't pay attention. Yeah, but I don't pay attention. I think that's a bit far-fetched. I think if he was going to leave, we'd have some.
Want it as well, and I don't get it.
Yeah,
he's had one bad season only because of a drop in his own standards. It's nothing too.
But he's also out most of the time this season. It's
that's
quite
the
hard
thing.
to
He's
maintain
also been injured
form.
as well. He's had everything against him this season, and people are saying let's get rid of him now because it's the right time. Give him one more season. I promise you, he's the right now. Now with Thiago Silva, he's the only genuine world-class player that we have in our squad.
100%.
Oh, and Werner, because I still need to remember we've made how many transfers. But yeah, Kante is still world-class, and give him another season.
Yeah, and then we're going to go with Kovacic.
Yeah, player of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kovacic came with he's not been at the club very long, but made an instant impact. Did he always have the best game? No, but Frank Lampard seems to like it.
Impressible, dribbling skills on the level of Eden Hazard, and even him in number 17 just feels trippy as hell. But yeah, he's one of the best ball progressors in the league. He has to start. We've got such a stacked midfield, and there's going to be some midfielders that should start that don't end up starting. But it's those selection headaches that you want. Mateo Kovacic just starts.
Yeah, and then we're going to go with Kai Havertz. Now, we realise we haven't actually made this signing yet, but it is looking the most likely that he will come to Chelsea. It's coming, we just don't know when. I don't know whether it's going to be like a deadline day thing. I don't know whether there are issues around his fee, or, you know, I don't know, whatever goes on with transfers. Things go up and down all the time. I mean, players can actually be set to sign for a club, and at the very last minute, somebody pulls out or something goes wrong with medical, or
let's not speak this into existence.
Exactly,
though,
but
please.
if we could sign him, I really feel like we'd have the complete midfield for next season. Well, the complete starting midfield anyway. It's
a complete midfielder. I tell you, this guy can play anywhere in the midfield. I got slandered for saying he can play as a number 6, and I don't mean we're going to play him in the Makelele role every week, but he has the defensive awareness to play in that position if we need to.
I love Makelele.
I miss Makelele. We got N'Golo Kante. When he hits his 30, he'll be the exact same thing. But Kai Havertz, he fits the Lampard style of transfer as well, that he's versatile. He can play anywhere in the midfield, can even play on the right as well. Even played up front a couple of times for Leverkusen as well. So he fits multiple positions, and he's versatile as well. He can literally do anything. Shoot, pass, anything that you need.
That's very good. Okay, and then we're going to go for our front three. So we're playing a 4-3-3 formation, which I think is actually our best course of action now. I think up until Mourinho left, we were always playing 4-3.
4-3-3, 4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1, yeah. So we've always sort of, until Conte actually came in and changed the system up, and now we've sort of gone into the 4. We need to play fast, forward-thinking football. I think that's the way to go now, because Liverpool and Man City are so powerful up front. We need to compete with that. Okay, so we're going to go for Ziyech, we're going to go for Werner, and we are also going to go for Pulisic. Pulisic for me is just, was probably our best player towards the end of last season.
If he didn't have injuries, he'd probably be player of the season.
Yeah, Ziyech is ball in against Brighton for Werner to get the goal. It was fantastic. So you can already see see a glimmer. I'm not saying that was our best performance ever against Brighton. I'm just saying that it was a little glimmer.
I do want to say, I'm so excited for Ziyech just based off that game. The level of passing that this guy has, and the curve that he can get on those balls.
Our cameraman's like, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we've got Connor nodding in the background as well. Do you know how excited I am when I have to see him taking corners regularly instead of Willian as well? Next season is going to be so glorious.
Yeah, exactly. So that's our starting 11. We can probably talk about our reserves in another video.
That stacked bench as well.
We have a huge bench now of players, and I do expect that Frank will mix it up during the season, because you're going to want to try and start, well, hopefully that team if we get all our signings completed. But you also will need backups because injuries are just a part of every season.
Also,
sadly.
please get a goalkeeper, please.
Well, let's see.
If I can ask one thing, I know you watch this channel, Jodie. Please, a goalkeeper. I beg you.
Okay, guys, comment below. Let us know what you think of our predicted starting lineup for next season, and we will see you all super soon. Go on, you Blues.